What's up guys, Manual Pedal here. Today's topic, I wanted to just talk to you guys briefly about intermittent fasting and if it's a good thing to take on for cyclists such as myself. I know there's a lot of controversy on the internet. I've been asked questions about what I'm eating through my Instagram feed and also through email and such, and my YouTube channel here. And just wanted to just talk to you guys a little bit about it and just kind of pick your brains as well. So drop your comments in there below. Intermittent fasting for me, I've always been a practitioner of different styles of eating and different regimens and stuff like that. Before I started intermittent fasting, I discovered the vegan style diet. I was doing that for a long time, and while it was great while doing it, taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about what foods I should be eating and what foods I shouldn't be eating. Until I discovered the intermittent fasting diet, I discovered that through a book called The Warrior Diet, which is a book that talks a lot about the deep roots of intermittent fasting and how it can be used to prevent diabetes and also increase strength, brain function, all areas of fitness. For me, there's different styles of doing this particular diet. You can do different ratios, which you should look into. Me personally, I do a 16:8 ratio, and I do that 2 meals a day. So in terms of 16:8, briefly want to talk to you about that. So the 16:8 ratio is pretty much you're fasting for 16 hours and you have an 8-hour feeding window. That's when you consume your foods. That can be 3, 2, or 1 meal a day. With the traditional warrior diet, they do 1 meal a day. However, you don't need to do that if you're not interested in doing that, of course. I definitely recommend reading that book, The Warrior Diet, so you can kind of get a bit more acclimated with this style of eating and this style of diet. For me personally, it's helped me in terms of my overall strength. My overall energy levels have increased, and my creativity, for one, has increased. And so definitely recommended it on that level. I've been doing a lot of weight training as well in the gym, in and out, and that's also increased my cycling abilities in terms of strength, in terms of also performing my new business, Bike Tours by Manual Pedal. I've been definitely able to do my tours without any issues. And also want to just circle back to when I was racing a couple of years ago, when I was doing a lot of crit racing. I would wake up in the morning and not eat at all. I'd go out training. During my training for races, I wouldn't eat until I got back from my rides, and I'll be out early in the morning around 6 a.m. and I'd ride and come back around 2 to 3 p.m. and haven't eaten. I would just have a cup of coffee, which helps blunt your appetite, and also you can use seltzer water to help blunt your appetite as well. First meal now, since looking back at that, now definitely be just eating 2 meals a day, and start usually with my first meal around between 12 and 2 p.m. And so after that, that'll hold me on through the evening. I'll be able to work smarter, work faster, I'm a bit more agile, and then I'll have my last meal toward the evening around, I want to say at night, around 8 to 9 p.m. And I think it's also not too much about what you eat. I think it's a lot about what time you eat, and I think that's also important. So I think it's in terms of transitioning into the intermittent fasting lifestyle, definitely, because it is a lifestyle. I want you to definitely look into doing this and do tons of research online before you jump into doing this style of eating. I can say, for one, it's definitely helped me get a little leaner. It's definitely increased my levels of energy and strength all out the gate. Like, my cycling has become better, climbing up hills has become better, and you can check out my Strava for that data if you'd like. I still ride. I run a tourism company here in New York City, and cycling for me is not an issue, it's my passion. And so I'm here to just talk about how, as a cyclist, how it's improved my overall fitness overall, and how it's benefited me in all areas of my life so far. So I mean, I've been doing it for almost close to 5 months now. I want to say like 4.5 months, and my meals are pretty good. I mean, I do a lot of protein-based meals, and I'm not afraid of eating carbs. I usually consume a lot of my carbohydrates at nighttime. And if I want to eat a cookie or something like that, if I want to eat a piece of chocolate, preferably like a dark chocolate piece of candy, I'll do that without any issues. You know, I wouldn't even think twice about it. And I'll have that like in the evening as a dessert or something like that. I also eat ice cream, you know, and I get up, I work out like 3 days a week. I do a lot of high intensity workout, and my cycling is also high intensity cardio. And so yeah, I mix a lot of strength training with my cardio. And as in intermittent fasting, it hasn't affected me at all, and I've gotten leaner from it, stronger, and more creative. I would love to hear a lot of your thoughts on it as well. So drop them in the comments, man. I would love to hear your take on intermittent fasting and what you think about how it can benefit a cyclist and whether it can or can't. So I'm giving you my point of view on it. We'd love to hear yours. Drop your comments below. Subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget, if you're here in beautiful New York City, check out my tourism company, Bike Tours by Manual Pedal. We'd love to hear and get you on a tour, and we can ride together, shoot some photos and video. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up. Take care.